SkeleSteve.
Well, welcome back to the SkeleSteve channel. I'm your host, SkeleSteve. What's up, everybody? So I got another motovlog here from my 2018 one-man, one-bike trip. I am at Humboldt, well at the time I was at the Humboldt National Park. Nothing but redwoods, beautiful trees. So I took this route after I left Eureka, the town I mentioned so much about in my last video. So when I was at the campground, at the Redwoods campground, a guy who was next to me, he was camping in the lot next to me, him and his family, he was telling me to go to Ferndale through Honeydew. And I was supposed to take off Highway 101. So on 101, I get off at Fernbridge Road, I believe it's called. And then I'd go through this little back road area, then go down. I'd somehow make it down to the coastline and loop up through Honeydew, then come back through Lower Bull Creek Road. It's Lower Bull Creek Flat Road. Mattoll Road is I believe it's called Mattoll Road, and then Mattoll Road goes to Lower Bull Creek Flats Road. But what happened was I missed that exit to Fernbridge, and I end up getting to the part. I was like halfway through. It takes 30 minutes when you're on Highway 101 from getting the Fernbridge to Lower Bull Creek Flats. So I was like 15 minutes in, I'm like, wait, where's this place at? Like, actually, no, it might have been like 20-25. I'm sorry, but when I got closer, I looked, I'm like, oh my god, I missed it. Let me go loop around. So let me go back. Actually, I'll go back the other way. I'll go loop back around. It ain't too bad. 30 minutes is not bad. But I didn't take an account. It's a 2.5 hour ride all the way through. So I ended up going to Lower Bull Creek Flats through Mattoll Road, however the hell you pronounce it. And that's how I end up here. So this is the road, the backwards way road to get there. So yeah, but what I end up realizing when you watch at the end of this video, not at the end of the video because I did include another clip off of 128, and I'll mention about that here later. But yeah, so I ended up stopping in a certain area. I'm like, how long is it gonna take to get back? It's already been about like 30 minutes. So I looked and I was like, let me go look at the map, because I didn't really look at the map. It's another 2 hours to get to back to Fernbridge, and I was like, okay, no, let me go back the other way because I'm gonna lose time. I lost an hour right there. I mean, yeah, I would have had, I don't know, because if I would have went 2 hours, let's see here, let me do my dumb math here. I would have done I did a half hour. And then I did another half hour. That's an hour right there. That would have been 2 hours. So that would have been 3 hours right there. And another half hour to go back from that starting point I missed back to where I end up going. If that makes any sense. It would have been 3.5 hours. So I would have lost an hour. So I was like, you know what? It takes forever to get down the coastal highway. Let me just go back. I already saw this nice road. I did miss seeing the coastal area and the town in Honeydew and Ferndale, because he told me you were gonna go to Ferndale. It's a nice town. So I was like, whatever, I'll just head back. And that's when I mentioned about in the last couple videos ago about planning a big trip. Flexibility is always a key thing, because you never know when you could run into something where you lose time like this. But it wasn't too bad. I could have lost more time, but like I said, I didn't have time for doing this. This road is it's cool, but it's kind of sketchy because it's narrow, and I'm not gonna lie, I was a bit nervous going down here because all the twists and turns. I don't know if you can tell by me riding, I was a little bit nervous. I'm not gonna lie to you guys, I was really nervous. But I didn't know, like seeing that truck coming out there, like I said, one thing, you're not gonna see those trucks and those cars come around that bend until like last second, so I had to be really careful over here. But it is a beautiful road, and I took some pictures. I'll show it right here. Yeah, this road is pretty nice. And these trees were beautiful. I had to stop and look around, and this is one of the things too I mentioned about hiking. If I can come back out here next time, hike in one of these areas, I definitely would. So if nobody mentioned in my previous video, you guys catch this one, let me know any beautiful hiking areas in Redwoods, Drop a comment below. If you didn't do it, in the last video, mention it in this video. So yeah, and that's, I've also mentioned before, take advice. I don't know if it was this video. Maybe I haven't mentioned any videos, but if you run into any locals or anybody that knows this area really well and they give you advice and areas to go for beautiful scenery if you're riding your bike, take their advice. They grew up in this area, they've been here before, they know. The guy told me he grew up in Ferndale. He said that was my hometown, Ferndale. So take the advice of people. If they give you the advice, take it, because they lived here, they know the area very well. I would definitely do it. And yeah, he was quite surprised too that my camping neighbor was quite surprised that I came from Michigan. He saw my license, like, wow, that's quite the travel. I'm like, yeah, it is. Already been a week and a half. So I'm gonna shut my gullet hole and I'll get back to it. So I mentioned earlier that I didn't make the turn I was supposed to take the scenic route. I ended up going the other way, then backtracking because it was too long of a ride. But there is a couple other times on this day where I missed a turn or took the wrong turn. The first one was off of Highway 101. I was supposed to get onto 1, and I was supposed to do that around Leggett or South Leggett. And I kept going. I passed it because I turned my GPS off. I figured, I know how to get there. I don't want to waste my battery, so I passed it. And then I was like, how long does it take to get to 1? I should be there right now. So I pulled over and looked, and I saw that I passed my turn. I'm like, damn it. So then I found another route off this road called Branscombe Road around Laytonville. So I looked at that one, and there was another one I saw. It was Route 20 or California 20. I don't know what road it is exactly, but I know it just says 20 on the map. So I figured, it starts around Willits and goes to Fort Bragg. So I was like, you know what? I'll take that road. It's more of a safe bet. I don't know if this Branscombe Road can turn into a dirt road or anything like that. So I'll take the safe bet on this road, that road 20. Well, there was a lot of hairpin turns on that road, like very slow hairpin turns, like white knuckling kind of thing. So I was like, well, this is a fun experience. I was trying to avoid the other road to avoid that, but I didn't zoom in on the map and saw all the nice little crazy twists and turns there. So there was that, yeah. So I ended up starting one from Fort Bragg area. I'm supposed to start around Leggett's, but what can you do? So the next clip I'm about to show you is off of 128. And what happened was around, I think it's Whitesboro. You're supposed to, south of Whitesboro. Oh, here comes the clip right now, yeah. One conjuncts with 128. So I was supposed to turn right, like you kind of get on 128, but then I was supposed to turn right. You'll see it coming up actually soon. Yeah, I was supposed to turn right off of 128 to 1. Because if I would have kept going straight, I kept going straight and I ended up on 128, so I had to backtrack after that. I didn't realize it, but this is pretty cool right here. I got to see this river. That's why I kind of recorded. I thought this river looked pretty cool on this little valley area. So yeah, I made two mistakes on the day of going. Well, three mistakes on the day from going from Eureka to San Francisco. But hey, what can you do? You know, you're gonna make a few mistakes, you know, here and there. But I'm glad, you know, I found some new experiences. You know, what it was fun. So yeah, this is the part where I'm gonna let you go. You know, I'll release another video. Next video, it's gonna be going, I believe in California one, straight California one video, and I got some interesting tales to tell you from there. But anyways, this is where I'm gonna let you go. Make sure you like this video, comment if you can, subscribe, share it. I should have said share then subscribe or whatever. Anyways, and ring my guardian bell to help me fight those YouTube algorithm gremlins. Anyways, oh, right there, right there. If you didn't see that sign right there, that was the part where I had to get off. That road right there, that was where I was supposed to go to one. But anyways, you guys have fun. SkeleSteve out. See ya.